that was one that will be hard to replicate, and a feeling that's very hard to get. And the pressure to get it right was there every day, including Luttrell on set every day, reminding me that if I didn't get it right, he was going to kill me. And in the case of Lone Survivor, like right from the get-go, when I met Marcus Luttrell, and first looked into his eyes, I knew. I read the book quickly, and he was in town interviewing directors, and a lot of directors wanted that story. So I met with him, and literally from the moment I sat down with him and looked into his eyes, I was kind of caught up in this spell of emotion and pain and sacrifice, and this energy that Marcus had kind of got me, and still to this day, it still gets me. Just FaceTiming him, I have such a connection to him. But making Lone Survivor, and started with going to the Dietz family, the Axelson, the Murphy family, and asking for their blessing and telling the story. And all three of those meetings were very emotional. I remember going to Danny's parents' house in Colorado, and his father taking me into his bedroom, which they left kind of as it was, almost from a young age, or Hot Wheels and posters of girls and toys and all kinds of things. And there was also his uniform that had been recovered, and his father
that they recovered. Holy shit!
His father sat me down on Danny's bed, which is his bed from childhood, and he had a piece of paper, and he started reading from the paper, and he started talking about I remember hearing after action report, autopsy, and he started reading, and he said, left knee, bullet, left thigh, bullet, groin, bullet. And I realized he was reading his son's autopsy report. And he started shaking, and he said, abdomen, bullet. And I could see the tears falling out of his eyes and hitting that paper. And he finished, I can't remember how many times Danny Dietz was shot, but a lot. And he put the paper on my lap, and the autopsy report with his father's tears in it. And he said, that's who my son was. That's how tough my son was. You make sure you get that right. And I thought to myself, okay, what the fuck have I gotten myself into with this? Not a joke. Very, very real to some very good, decent human beings, parents and wives and siblings. And there was a tremendous amount of pressure to make sure that when I was done and I showed that film to not just the families, but the entire SEAL community. I think Admiral McCraven was running either SOCOM or the SEALs. I'm not sure what he was running when we finished, but I had to show it to him and all of those folks, and the families and everyone in between. And every day I was making that film, I was thinking about the Murphys, the Dietzes, the Axelsons, Marcus, and so was the whole crew. So was Mark Wahlberg. It became something much more than a movie for us. We didn't quite realize the power of the brotherhood of the SEAL community, of your community, at first. Maybe certainly some of the actors didn't, but very quickly everyone did. And that movie had a special gear that is very hard to find. And I think if you ask Mark Wahlberg or Taylor Kitsch or Ben Foster, anyone that was involved in that film, we see each other, text each other, and like, no, that was it. That was one that will be hard to replicate, and a feeling that's very hard to get. And the pressure to get it right was there every day, including Luttrell on set every day, reminding me that if I didn't get it right, he was going to kill me. So that every day I would, by the end, at first I was really scared, and then sort of halfway through I would see Marcus in the morning. I'd be like, I know, I have to do a really good job today or you're going to kill me. Anything else? She'd be like, nope, that's it. I got it. And then I'd go about it.